Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Lorraine 15550. It's the Tier 7 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Abbey, and this one is under the command of Lorraine. Now let's bring up the mini-map a bit more so we can see what's going on. And the game's about to start. Okay, one mark of excellence on the barrel already. And well, this Arty is actually designed on the hull of the Lorraine 40-ton tank. Yep, you can see the similarities. It's got the same rubber road wheels, and looks like he's going into a position next to this dip. Oh, knocked a tree down. Now, although he might be using that for cover, and the GW had the same idea, that actually can give away your position to the enemy Arty if they're looking for any sign that somebody happens to be there. A tree being fallen down in that order would actually, or in that arrangement, leaning forwards, would actually show that there was somebody there. Okay, so he's aiming on the river road, waiting for one of the enemy to come into sight. The Cromwell's gone up the road quite a long way, and there's bound to be somebody there. I'd aim towards the corner just in case somebody appears. Cromwell's moving up. Got a large contingent going up the river road, very few going up the west side. That could prove a bit of a problem. And the first enemy is a Carnarvon. Rounds out. Okay, the 155mm howitzer got a near miss. 163 hit points of damage. These shells will do 700 if they can penetrate the target. Oh, and that's a T-3485 blowing up. Lucky shot there by a Scorpion G, took him out the game. Okay, he's now going to try and get the Leo or the Carnarvon. Fires a round in. Gets a direct hit. I think it was on the Leo because the Leo was further back. Panther's moved up, so we're going to see those guys again very shortly. Lafrac's ignoring everybody in the centre and on the west side. And it's interesting that our guys on the west side haven't come into contact with the enemy yet. Okay, he's loaded. Is he going to try a blind shot? I think he's waiting. Oh, the enemy's pulled back. There they are. Lined up. Rounds out. This should have hit either the Carnarvon or the Leo. It takes out the Carnarvon and badly damages the Leo. Leo's cured his stun, but the Progetto behind him got stunned as well. And he's got 25.14 seconds on the reload, which is quite good for a 155mm gun. And the enemy's pulled back. Okay, now we've got a T-28 prototype. It's got quite close to us. Our Scorpion G's moving up to get a shot. We fire around in, kill the T-28. Unfortunately, there's a Type 64 right up there in the Abbey. He was trying to get shots on our Scorpion. And the enemy Arty's been spotted. Or one of them. It's the GW Panther. The Tier 7 German SPG. Lining up a shot. Almost loaded. Oh, and he was killed moments before our shell was fired. But we did stun the Crusader, and the Crusader's being fired on. So we might pick up some stun assist. And our tanks on the west side have got all the way to the north without ever seeing the enemy. So it looks like the enemy made a quick thrust into the Abbey, but didn't think about the west side. Rounds out the Leo, lands in front of him. He was expecting him to actually move forward. That shot there killed the Leo, was from our GW Panther. And the Progetto is moving rapidly down the channel. Oh, we're losing tanks. Progetto pulls into that corner because he was taking fire. Going to go for the KV2. Fires around in, probably a bit too far forward. Yep. Needed to put the round onto the target. There's the GW hiding in the corner. He knows he's been seen, and now he's dead. Poodle got him. Okay, looking into the Abbey. We can't hit those guys because they're in defilade. The building's actually protecting them. But the KV2 we can definitely hit. We're almost loaded, just dialing in, and rounds out. This should hit. Big hit right onto his rear. 232. He goes down. Stun assist. Okay, still can't hit that P43. Might be able to get the Progetto if he comes out around the corner. with 4 tanks up on the enemy at the moment, but it could all change in a moment if the enemy actually gets lucky. One of our tanks just went into the castle grounds, the VK7501, the premium tank, and he's being assaulted by 2 tanks at once, the Borsig and the Type 64. Now Lefrak's decided he's going to get out of here and change position. I don't think he feels comfortable. There's only 3 enemies left and they're in the castle grounds, in the Abbey grounds rather. But I have the feeling that he wants to get up the other end of the map. Our guys are capping. We lost the guy who was capping. It was the Poodle who was killed by the Type 64 within the castle grounds. Within the Abbey grounds, rather, I should say. So they've still got some substantial firepower in the form of that Borsig. Now if you look at the hit points, actually the enemy's better off than we are. Their tanks have more hit points than ours. But we do have the numbers. 3 Arty, a medium and a heavy. Oh, we just lost the medium. That was the VK3001D. Oh, ramming the Cromwell was a bit of a problem there. And we've just lost another one. Oh, well, no, the enemy lost the Progetto. So, and now we've lost another one. It's the 45 TP. So now it's 3 Arty versus a tank destroyer and a light tank. And the tank destroyer is that Borsig, the tier 8. Oh, he goes down to the GW. Managed to get a shot on him. And the Type 64, well, he's trying to get kills on our Arty at the other end, our teammates. We're lining up a shot on him. See if we can get one in. Rounds out. Long flight time with the shell. That might have been close enough. But it didn't kill him. Now, wouldn't be a good idea to go into the cap because he's a light tank, he can move fast. And now the Type 64, well, it looks like he's hunting the GW. He probably knows where he is. Okay, we're loaded. And we're lining up the shot. I think he's going to come up behind the GW because he knows the GW, that takes a while to turn around. There he is. Actually, he's in just next to the cap, lining up a shot. Is he going to turn around and go after the GW? Yes, he is. Oh, we fire around in and it's a little too late. Stuns the Type 64, but the GW is still reloading. And so unfortunately, yes, the Type 64 gets him. So now it's 1-on-1. But the Type 64 does not know precisely where we are. He knows general vicinity because obviously he's been splashed by us. So he knows we're up this end of the map. He just doesn't know precisely where. Lefrak's going to try and ambush him. Now the problem with the Type 64 is he's a light tank, which means that he's very sneaky. He's got very good camera qualities and we won't get much notice of him turning up until we probably see him. But the view range of this Arty is not that bad. So if I remember correctly, it's around about 280 to 300 meters. And somebody's blind firing because that GW just took a round. The wreck in front of us just got hit with a round. So I suspect the Type 64 is blind firing. Because he won't be able to see us. We have got a camo net which will actually aid in protecting us. I reckon the closest he's going to get is about 200 meters before we see him. Now he's fairly low on hit points, whereas we've got full health. That's going to help a great deal. But our reload is going to count against us. If we don't get this shot on target, the only other thing we can do is ram him to kill him. Oh, we've been hit. He knows where we are. He does know where we are, and he was blind firing because we weren't seen. The sixth sense didn't go off. So he now knows exactly where we are. We're in the corner, so he's going to try and get to us. More than likely he's going to come around this way. Here he comes. Wait for the shotgun. And that's a good hit. Now ram kill him. Ram him. Hit him. Ram him. Go for him. Kill him. That's it. Go for it. Wins the game with a ram. Well done, Lefrak. That's the way to do it. Nice and aggressive by the Arty. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first class tanker for Lefrak in the Lorraine 155 Milli 50. He also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8 in that one. And his win 8 for the game was 2,479, which is Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, didn't get the highest damage in the game. Actually, that went to the Borsig and that Type 64. Borsig managed 3843, so it's very high. And he picked up the high caliber. The Type 64 got 3,237 and he picked up a Pascucci's because he killed 2 Arty, our 2 teammates down at the other end of the battlefield. After that, the Progetto managed 2191 and we were actually just after the Scorpion G. The Scorpion G managed 1904, but Lefrak, he managed to get 1,638, which is a very good score indeed. And when you look at kills, well, again, it's that Borsig and the Progetto managed to get 4 kills each. And the Type 64 got 3, but so did Lefrak. And Lefrak got the most important one, which was the last enemy. The 7501K also got 3 kills, so did the GW Panther. When it came to base XP, yep, Lefrak's got top. 911 base experience points, 889 for the 45 TP, 807 for the GW, and special mention should go to the Type 64 who got this. Well, he actually got the highest base XP. Sorry, he's top on our table. The highest base XP was actually the losing Type 64. He got 927. I missed that. So well done to him in terms of getting that, but unfortunately, yep, you're not going to win a battle against an Arty who's determined to make sure you lose. Anyway, let's have a look at detail. 11 shots fired, 5 direct hits, no penetrations, 11 splash, damage of 1,638 hit points, of which 1,216 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the close range stuff was on the Type 64. 1 hit received, it was a penetration, that was from the Type 64. Damage 5 of the enemy, kill 3 of them, and did 1,019 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. He earned 26,864 credits on a free-to-play account, and after repair and ammunition resupply, still took away a profit of 13,237 credits. He received 911 base XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,822 base experience points altogether. He just said no luck 64. Yes, well, not when you're an aggressive Arty. You're not going to give up any chance of losing or winning a battle. You just drive at the thing and kill them that way. The Lorraine 155 Mini 50, as I said at the start of the game, is actually based on the Lorraine 40-ton tank. It's a medium tank, whereas the Type 64 is a light tank. So a medium ramming a light tank, yes, you know which one's going to come out the better. The medium tank's going to win just about every time, and he handled that very, very nicely indeed. I think the Type 64 was a bit stunned, a bit shocked that an Arty was coming to try and kill him that way, and he just couldn't drive out of the way in time. So well done, Lefrak. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We are a small channel, but we do have a lot of videos. A lot of content's been sent in by the members. They get their 15 minutes on YouTube. They enjoy seeing their game commentated on. I can't think why they want to hear my voice over the videos, but some people say, well, it's okay. But they're being very nice to me when they say that, because I'm absolutely crap. But there you go. Thanks for watching.